It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC West rivals. It's the Niners and the Cardinals. All that and more coming up next.
On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense could get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And away we go in Glendale. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. So here come the Cardinals now as they get sent for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a #1 pick out of Oklahoma. One of the game's better runners, it's Kyler Murray.
One of the beauties of the quarterback position is it's not cookie cutter. QBs come in all different shapes and sizes. Some are 5'10", some are 6'6". Some are better on the run, some are better in the pocket. For Kyler Murray, and he is at his best when he's playmaking. When his athleticism, that dual threat nature comes to life, that is when he is typically a defense's worst nightmare.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. It's Connor again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3-and-out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
So on fourth down now, Blake Gillikin gets the call to punt it away for the Cardinals. Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. No return on that punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. First down throw by Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Purdy on first down. That's brought in by Jennings. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 48. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll throw on third and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They've got first down from the 31. To throw again, it's Purdy. That's taken in by Samuel. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. The 49ers looking at their first shot here inside the red zone. They've got first and 10 right along the 20. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers go up 6-0 here in the first. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now he gets set to see the Cardinal offense for the second time. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, it's Murray. Ryman there to haul it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, man, you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Blake Gillikin on to punt. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he's into the front for 2.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought to the ground by Kaiser White.
Oh, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
3rd and just 2 to go. From the gun is Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Purdy throwing here on 1st. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. They kick the running back in motion. Trying again following the sack. Completed over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there, and there's nothing this defense can do.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Greg Dortch back to return for the Cardinals. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Cardinals football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Murray looking to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Now Kyler. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Into the hands of Michael Wilson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Second and 3 now. Play action now, Murray. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Back to throw, Murray. Pass it down close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Turning to Benson on 3rd. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cardinals cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Matt Prater for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals tie this game 7-7. Now Prater on to send it away. Samuel now to return it. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
2nd and 3. He'll get this to Samuel. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
This ball's cut by McCaffrey. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Zaven Collins in on the tackle.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Receiver in motion, going left. On 3rd down, Purdy. He's throwing deep to the left side. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, San Francisco. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. DJ Dallas now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Murray here on 1st down. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. They'll try it right with Benson. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Charvarius Ward brings him down. No gain, and things looking a lot tougher for them now with 2nd and 20.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Benson once more. He's got a gain of 6 there. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. It's a gain of 6, and now they face a daunting 3rd and 14.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
They'll punt it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. The Niners have Ricky Pearsall ready to return. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
He takes off left on this 2nd down. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. Kittle's got it on the slant. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
1st down throw by Purdy. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And they bring him down around the 34.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 34. Completed here to McCaffrey. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. To throw again, it's Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Second and 3 now. Here's Purdy to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Throw on third down. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, well, those are welcome bonus yards.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 13-point lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Dortch now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. And off to Benson to start the drive. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
1st and 10, Murray. Has a man, that's Greg Dortch. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Connor here from the gun. He breaks a tackle, and he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Murray. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. So now they have 3rd and short. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Back to the air, Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Connor on the option. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Murray, 3rd and goal. Escapes the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals make it a 1-score game in the first half. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Samuel now to return it. This return makes it up to the 25. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
1st down, ball at the 36. One of the tight ends in motion left. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, and they go right back to him. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Dadrian Taylor-Demerson getting there for the tackle.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Strong running inside the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. That's taken in by Samuel. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
From the gun is Purdy. Dumps it off to his running back.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Now a give, McCaffrey. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. 7 yards that time, and now it's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
3rd and goal, Purdy. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 13-point lead. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Dallas with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cardinals offense making its way out. They just witnessed maybe the most impressive drive we've seen all game, Brock, and now they get a chance to answer with one of their own. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action now, Murray. Flushed out of the pocket. He's gonna tuck it and run. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's gonna move the sticks.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you gotta be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
This is reeled in by Wilson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Murray. Throwing the out route complete. And this one does not go far.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Here's 2nd and 7. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
And the 49ers in a dime set now, third down coming. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Gets everything he has under this throw. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
The Cardinals out for the punt. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Zaven Collins in on the tackle. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Cardinals will have themselves a short field to begin the drive. New set of downs for him from the 46. A 1st down carry for Connor. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, Kate. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Connor on the inside give. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Couple yards there on 2nd down, and now a long ways to go on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete to Wilson. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. It's the Cardinals dealing with 4th and 8. Matt Prater out now to try to put up 3 for the Cardinals. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. McManus sends it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Now Prater on to send it away. Starting from the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The 49ers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Pretty throwing here on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's Purdy to throw. Kittle brings it in. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Purdy looking to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Now Murray on the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. He's on the move. Oh, he's going for it again. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, Murray. Makes the connection to James Conner. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
From the 43. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Here's Kyler to throw. throwing for the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. So that's halftime here in this one. The 49ers on the road, but currently with the lead. Now we'll send things over to Orlando, Florida. Jonathan Coachman on standby, ready to deliver the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw the former All-Pro Christian McCaffrey up to his old tricks in that first half. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Out to kick it away, here's Moody. Dortch now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line for second down. From the gun, it's Murray. Flushed out of the puck. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Back now, pressure on it. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. But with how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Purdy throwing here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. From the gun is Purdy. That's caught for the first. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. George Kittle, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers push their lead to 18. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Dallas with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Out head the Cardinals now on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Running to start this drive with Connor. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Murray here on first down. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Straight ahead, it's Connor. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
On 2nd down, a run with Connor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there, so consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Running back sent in motion. Murray on 3rd down. Pressure comes. He's taken down. The 49ers got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs, but not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Punting unit out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous, right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
That throw finds Kittle. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, McCaffrey. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought to the ground by Kaiser White. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes it in at the 26. And some nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it'll be Cardinals football. 1st down, ball at the 36. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He completes it in traffic. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right? When the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because he threw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
A give right side to Connor. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
It's Connor again. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Tackle made by Jair Brown. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Back to throw, Murray. Into traffic, complete. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Running left, it's Connor. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Jair Brown. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Well, I'll tell you this, Kate, that's where you got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play call back.
McManus sends it through. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Now Prater on to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Man, he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. The tight end going in motion right. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 32. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
Purdy on first down. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Slot man motioned over. To throw again, it's Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Purdy throwing here on first. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Second and 6 coming up here. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he gets this forward to the 19. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 19. Kittle brings it in. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. This one goes for 3 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Now it's a bootleg for him. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. He has the San Francisco touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers grow the lead now to 22 points. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Dallas with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Another drive coming up for this offense. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action now, Murray. And a man is there to knock that away. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So it'll be 2nd down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Handoff goes to Connor, running left. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Tackle made by Jair Brown. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Murray. McBride hauls it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running this with Connor. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. Connor trying the right side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. So we're through 3 here. The Cardinals have it. 1 quarter to play in what's been a rough outing for them. They're now set for 1st and 10. Right back to Connor. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Kyler looking to throw. Buys time, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cardinals get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
And the Cardinals telling their offense to stay out there. We got a 2-point attempt coming here. He's throwing for it! On the move, headed right. And he's going to cross for the score. They trim that deficit down to 14. Ooh, you could feel the greater sense of urgency from him there, Brock. Trailing on the scoreboard, and he took the initiative to convert that 2-point try.
Yeah, you always need your quarterback to be able to manufacture points, but especially when you're down. He's got the license to improvise anytime. And what a confidence builder to everyone around him when your QB can make something out of nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only a yard that time. It forces 4th and 1. They're out now, ready to punt it. It'll be Mitch Wisnowski doing the honors. Broke through the tackle. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming, it's Murray.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Murray from the pistol. Able to hit Ryman, complete. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now Kyler escapes the pocket. Oh, the football's loose. And this is picked up by the 49ers. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Hey, a normal old stop on 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throw by Purdy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a 49er first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. Purdy gets this from the pistol. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Here's Purdy to throw. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Dortch now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. 1st and 10, Murray. That pass is complete to McBride. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Second and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Wilson on the slant. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Murray here on first down. He'll get this one to Connor. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the air, Murray. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They'll go, Connor. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
The visitors are ready to go on offense, and we'll get a look at Deebo Samuel. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They stick with McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That one gains 7. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Receiver gets it again. Man, they're keeping him busy. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. But let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice gain by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
They've got first down from the 31. Here's McCaffrey. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Now a give. It's McCaffrey headed right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play by that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. But that's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
4th down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Moody knocks it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Dallas with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cardinals are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Wilson's got it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. He's got time here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Blitz coming here, Brock. It's Murray. Left side into the hands of McBride. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Kyler to throw. That's complete. Here's Connor. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, he got free. No place to go, so he just threw it away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the gun, it's Murray. This will be cut by Connor. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler, gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Murray to throw. Headed out right. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals putting up points in a game decided. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Cardinals offense out. They're going to try for 2 once again. He's throwing for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. 49ers can rest easy with a 3-score lead. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another give to the wideout. Man, he has been busy. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Third and short, here's Purdy. This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. From the gun is Purdy. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Glendale.